Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope, like I said, if you have other people that you wanted to get on, you don't see them on right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday here in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where I'm from, Indianapolis, Indiana. And it's a beautiful day, so people will try to get out and enjoy this because it changes in a second. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a guest here, just count yourself blessed to be able to hear this amazing information that you're about to hear. And I will say now, keep an open mind about what you're about to hear because this, as I always say, this is gonna be this not can be, it is life-changing information if you decide to if you decide to take it on. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, I'm Rochelle. I am a emerald in the company. That means me and my team. You can't do it without a team. Help me to gain up to 50,000 in retail sales in a calendar month. And this has been nothing but a blessing. I've been with this company a little over a year. I guess it was in November when we got started. And it has been nothing but a blessing to me, learning a lot of amazing things and things I thought I knew quite a bit about health, but I say I didn't know nothing. I didn't know very much. And so as I continue to learn, you definitely, when you know something good, you want to share it with other people. And that's exactly what we're here to do today because we want to help change some lives physically, financially, just change some lives, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to share oh, forgot about doing something. Share my screen and share just to hit to share my sound. Let me go here. Um, mm, mm, that's not the one I wanted. Um, I'm sorry, this hit the wrong one. So I just pulled it up, but evidently, I'll see the one I want. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm coming. I hit the wrong one, and this is the one I want right here. All right. So we're going to slideshow and starting from the beginning. All right. Make it smaller here. All right. All right. So again, my name is Marcella Rochelle, and I go by Rochelle. And I'm so here to be here on this amazing Sunday to share this information with you guys. The name of our company is called Akana. And Akana, it has a special meaning. It means in the hands of God. And what better hands can we be in but in the hands of God? Our company, we launched on April the 20th, 2019 with our line of CBD products and essential oils. In 2020, we expanded to include a complete line of wellness and weight management products. In 2021, we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle, and we have more than 27,000. Actually, we have over 37,000 customers. We are a customer-based company. We love, love, love our customers, and Akana reinvests 1% of gross profits to empower undeserved communities. And yes, we do deliver a 5-star report. Our vision is to elevate the well-being of our body and our soul. Our philosophy is that we believe that true well-being, it is only founded by connecting, as my grandmother, great grandmother, their grandmamas, they did to the garden. They were out in their garden, planting their food and going out at night. Go get me a cabbage. Go get me an onion. Go get me some tomatoes out of that garden. They connected to the garden, and more people. I mean, we're seeing people starting to plant more gardens, starting to go around, but it's not enough people going back to that. I was with a girl the other day and she said, I'm gonna start I'm gonna have me a garden because I gotta stop eating all this bad food. And you know what? And she was right. Like I said, we want to connect to to the garden, the earth, and to our inner wisdom. We have an amazing executive team. We had our amazing CEO. It's Melissa Boston. We love, love, love Melissa Boston. She is our CEO. And we also have an amazing medical advisory board that entails many and many, many people. It's a plethora of different walks of life in the medical world. We have our NDs, we have our naturopaths, we have our MDs, we have our psychologists, we have our uh, we just have RNs. We have just so many different walks of life. And not only is our medical board, are they amazing and learning how to help the body on a natural form, but they use the products. They talk to their patient. They tell their patient about using the product, and they love them. And they not only that, they share them with their family because they believe if it's good, these products need to help everybody, so they don't want to leave anyone out. So we're so thankful that we have our medical board with us. And you may say, why are we talking about wellness? Well, why not wellness? Without your health, what do you have? What that we have given birth. Listen to what I'm about to say. We have given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter lifespan, life expectancy than their parents. I just saw that firsthand this past Tuesday. My cousin, my first cousin, his daughter, which is my second cousin, we buried her on Tuesday. 38 years old, heart attack. Guess what? Many more is going to be in that. And he said, I should not be. I felt so bad for my cousin. It's his oldest daughter. I felt so bad for him. I should not be burying my children. And you're going to hear that a lot unless we change some things around. By 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years old. I left CVS the other day. One of the girls that worked there, we walked out together because I'm trying to get her to listen to this information. He said, I just got news that my cousin died. No, it was her uncle died, and he died of what? Colon cancer. And I was telling him what is estimated that this is going to happen by 2030. Lots and lots of people from the ages 20 to 49. We got to stop. But don't listen to me. Check out what these doctors are saying.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the US already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer's in 3 words. It's the food.
2/3 of it.
Did you hear what he said? So many things. It's the food. It's the food. Most things can be reversed. Most things are gauged on obesity. It's about our diet. And these things can be changed around. Oh, I got it because grandma got it, daddy had it, and uncle had it. No, no, no. These things can be changed around. The problem in the US that we are digging our graves with our fork. And you know what we calling that right now? Our amazing Melissa Boston, she coined this phrase called suicide. We are eating way too much animal protein. Now, a lot of times we have what they have because we're doing what they did. They didn't know any different. That's what we were given. That's what we give our kids and what we gave our grandkids. And then we grow up in the same way. But we're learning. We're eating way, way, way too much animal protein. Animal protein impairs our kidneys, organs, and cells, contributing to faster aging, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. We're having way, way, way too much processed food, salt, and sugar. Way too much. Nothing good comes from that. It's okay. You have that every once in a while. Yes, go get yourself a big old fat burger, those fries, have that Coke. But do we starting to make it a steady diet. When I was in college, one of the young girls told me, she said, because she heard me teaching on reading the labels and all that, she said, I don't really know product shop. I really don't, and I really think it's cheaper for me. She had 4 kids. I think it's cheaper for me to go through the drive-through than to go to the store. That was some years ago, and I dare to think where those kids are today, and not that what their health is like today. If she didn't make some changes, and we definitely lead sedentary lives. There's one thing what we were doing before, where everybody's doing this, their computer and all that, and we were not out playing. We used to be beat to get us back in the house growing up. People are not even going out now. Not going out getting the exercise. Kids are born. I mean, most of them have born with full of energy, but they're using it. They're just using it in their fingers. Nobody's moving their body. You know, our genetics, it loads the gun. Our genetics load that gun, but it's our lifestyle that's going to pull that trigger every time. Check out a little bit what and you know, and many of that because of our lifestyle, chronic disease is right there. Chronic disease is right there, and it's on the mitochondrial level. You know, that's the bulk of our cells. It is right there. And if we're affecting nerve cells, we're in trouble, leading to chronic inflammation, pain. Our body's on fire, guys. It's like having a house that's burning. And you go back, you take this little pit, and it's just throwing like a bucket of water. Where you need 7 trips of hoses and what. We got to put the fire out. That last picture is showing somebody's regular their gut with their organs in there, just sitting in there and where it's supposed to be, not surrounded by so much visceral fat. We have way, way, way too many people, and I'm included, trying to get rid of that visceral fat in my gut. Way too much. A healthy gut is a healthy body, and this is a problem to happen. That is disease waiting and waiting to happen for you. The consequences of it, did you know in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease in the United States? I just said my cousin, she died of a heart attack at 38. Or was it another funeral? That hers was Tuesday. I went to one Friday. Heart attack again. No symptom of heart attack. And 25% of the people, first symptom of heart attack was death. First symptom was death. Now he was 76, but he's recovering from a ankle that he broke some bones in. But he had a heart attack. Well, and he went to. She said he's not the normal man. He went to the doctor, but why was something not showing up? Why did this not show up? Let me show you a little bit about. Tell you a little about this heart. That first heart you see on the left, that's a clear coronary. The heart is healthy and the arteries are healthy. Look down there. The blood is flowing good. You don't see anything to stop the blood flow. It's just going. The cells are going. It's just flowing. Everything is working great. That second picture, angina pectoris, that's our that second heart. We're starting to have a little problem there. Coronary artery with atherosclerotic plaque. You may be starting to get some pain now in your body because things are changing. Things are changing. And the cells are not going through as easy. They're going, but they're not going through flowing like they were. That second one, myocardial infarction, blocked artery, reduced blood flow. You're barely getting it through. Now you're really about to have some major things happening. When you keep getting that blockage, it explodes, and then you have a bigger problem. And we don't want that to happen. And it starts with learning your blood type. Do you know your blood type? I didn't used to know mine, but it wasn't from that. It wasn't from me not asking. They wouldn't tell me. I've been asking for years. They could be sitting there taking 5 vials of blood, and I'm saying, "Can you tell me what my blood type?" "Oh, I'm sorry, it's not on your order." "I don't care. You taking my blood anyway." They would not give me my blood type, and I finally just paid for it. $130 for a blood test. I mean, to find out my blood type. So I'm gonna ask you, any of you, can you tell me if you know your blood type? There are four kinds. We have the A blood type, B, we have a combination of A and B, and we have O. If you know your blood type, go ahead and put it in the chat. Because I do know many people did not know their blood type. Now, once they became part of Akana, you may have got to know your blood type. But part of that, they will not tell you your blood type. Your blood type is a more reliable, listen to this, measure of your identity than your race, your culture, your geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthful. Let me see what kind of blood types we got out here. Well, before I do that, did you know one person's food is another person's poison? I can be eating like you and could be totally against my blood type that can cause me some serious problems. Let me see what kind of blood type. We have AB, we have O positive, and an O plus. So yeah, we got some O's. We don't have any A, and we got O. I'm O, oldest blood type, and we have an AB combination. I love Bernadine. I just have to love on her because I feel bad for the ones that are AB because they take on both blood types. And I'll tell you a little bit about this. But before I do, why don't we listen to a little bit about Dr. Prince? Let me see, did I hear it?
Even through my practice, after scanning thousands of people over 10 years, I've investigated how the blood type plays a major role in what we're putting in our bodies. Your blood type is like a security system, and the antigen on your red blood cell determines your blood type. And based upon that antigen, your body will identify the food as an enemy or as a friend, as poison or as medicine. And based upon that information, it's either going to trigger your immune system or it's going to conserve your immune system. So if we're eating outside of our chemistry, then we're constantly triggering our immune system, which becomes overreactive after a while to the point where it becomes worn down. When you wear down your immune system, you make it hyperactive. A hyperactive immune system has the potential to turn upon the host. We call it autoimmune disease. When the immune system turns upon the host, that means that now you have one of the most powerful vessels in the body attacking you without you being able to defend yourself against it.
Yes, you definitely want to go ahead and subscribe and get that ebook, Flat Belly Lifestyle. Like he just said, you know, when we're eating against outside of our chemistry, we wear down our immune system, and it can turn against you. Don't want your body turning against you. Now, what we provide, you just heard we have four different blood types. If you don't know it, it's okay. We can tell you what your blood type is. We can do the test and we can get that for you. Like I said, there's four different blood types. The A, which is Hungarian blood. We have B, which is balanced. We have O, the oldest blood type, and we have a combination. And I send y'all much love. It's an A and B because they take on both blood types. But we're going to share that with you and let you know what that is. We can tell you like what type of food you should eat, once you know your blood type, because an A can't eat like an O, and an O can't eat like an A, or AB can't eat like, the O's and the A's. You find out what you're supposed to eat. You have food you can eat all the time, some food you can eat occasionally, and some you probably should never eat. Okay, but we'll give you that list, okay? And let me give you an example of an A. Now, this is just a couple of things I'm going to share. Like an A should probably never eat bananas. Now, when you're on your clan, you can eat those, but when you're not, you probably should never eat bananas. You might go back and think, when I eat bananas, I do get a little crampy, or my stomach feels bloated, or I just feel like I want to barf, whatever the symptoms are. Sometimes you're going to notice that some of the foods you can't eat, you'll be like, oh, yeah, because I sure did. You should never eat crab. And definitely, you should not be a big connoisseur of meat, steaks and chicken and all that stuff, because your body does not break it down very well. Okay? B blood type. What did we used to say? Chicken is the other white meat. That's the other best food you could eat. Chicken. No, not for B. A bee should leave chicken alone. Can you have it probably sometime every once in a while? Not a steady diet of it. No avocado and no none of them shrimps that we love, right? You got to leave those things alone. And maybe it's like have them occasionally, but not all the time. Oh, that's my blood type. Catfish. Like I told you the other night, they have this special catfish right now until Easter, and I found myself going twice. But prior to that, I wasn't eating any catfish. None. Over a year and something, even though I had it in my freezer. And I kept saying, I want to still eat my catfish and fish. But I didn't. And so, but like I said, after all this, I said, I don't know, I may not go back anymore, and I may go back maybe one more. I don't know. But I'm just saying, but that's some of the things that we should try to avoid. We have we shouldn't eat drink white wine, and we too should leave avocado alone. So those are just a few things, but we have a whole plethora of things that you should and should not have. And would you like to just know how you are functioning in every organ before it comes critical? Because we don't want the critical. We don't want the crisis. Ekana has certified health coaches. They're equipped to assist. And I'm so thankful I am one of those, but we need a lot more. Check out what Dr. Prince says about this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Eric Prince, the naturopath. I am a holistic doctor, and today we're going to discuss the Quantum Bioscan Analyzer. My testimony has to do with athletics. Being a track and field runner at the age of 40 and 50, I was able to compete at the college level based upon cleansing and detoxifying my bodies with these products, which allowed me to reverse my age biologically, achieve my athletic goals, and to restore my health. So imagine this is your report. Today we want to discuss the power of knowing about a progression of disease before it reaches a crisis state. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular report card, which is your heart and your brain. It turns out that over 600,000 people perish each year from heart disease. What if we knew it was coming and had the ability to reverse it? They call it arterial sclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. This is a problem in our system because we start off with normal arteries, clean and clear, blood flows with no impedance. But over time, we start to build up plaque inside of our blood vessels. We call this normal to mild abnormality. Then we go from mild to moderate abnormality, where we have even more plaque building up inside of our blood vessels to the point where it becomes close to fully blocked. And this is severe abnormality. If this process continues on from normal to mild to moderate to severe, then we are basically looking at a heart attack at some point in life. But if it becomes permanently blocked, as the blood is flowing through, it reaches a point where the pressure on the walls begin to expand, and we see this as vascular resistance on our bioscan. And once this happens, it causes so much pressure on the walls that it explodes, causing an aneurysm. When this happens, then we have bigger problems to deal with. Let's take a look at some of our testimonies. These are people who actually utilize the products in order to work towards achieving their health goals. Whether it's obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, we're going to be able to access the ability to reverse these conditions, restore health, and achieve our ideal weight.
Yes, that's what many of us are trying to achieve our weight through losing waste. But I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But this bioscan process, it's amazing, right? It's been around for over 40 years. And if you decide you want to bioscan and you want to know how you're functioning in every organ, well, the bioscan can help share that information with you. With the bioscan, if you decide, say, I want to get that done, I want to see what's going on within my body. Well, when you go get your bioscan, you're going to see a setup similar to this. You're going to see, if you don't know your blood type, they'll be able to share that with you, what that is. You'll be able to fill out your application, your little form there, and then you'll see our little equipment, the bioscan, and they'll have their computer. That's all, okay? And it takes about less than 2 minutes really to get your results, all right? So then you'll get a report card. So this is a report card of someone's liver functions. This is their analysis report. Now, there's those colors, they mean something. And so just like in the green, that means you are normal, you are healthy, you are living, you're in your best life, right? You're doing well whenever that, whatever it's looking at that moment. So you're doing well. Like this one has 3 green. So in those areas, they're good. And I would look at green like I'm getting an A in that one. I'm an A. And so the blue, it means you're mildly abnormal. So it's not too bad. It's just like a B. If I was looking at a report card, that's like a B. Okay, I'm good, but I'm not as good as I can be. So, but I'm not straight off too far. So I can try to work my way back to the green, to back to how A stays. And so everybody want to stay in the basic, in a homeostasis. We want to stay in right there, our body in balance, right? So then you get the yellow. Well, yellow is like a C. All right, listen, you're going too far now. We need to get you back. You need to work a little bit harder on getting that grade back up, getting that health back up. So there are things that we can put in place that's going to help you do that. Because, and if it goes to the right, that means there's a report card. If you go to the right, like you got a yellow in the right, that means whatever that is, with this one, it means the liver fat content, that's got way too much of it. So we need to move it back to that green and heading back to the green. And then on the other line is a blue and it's to the left. That means it's not enough of that. So what we want to do is try to bring everything back balanced, get it back balanced, okay? And then when you have the red, that means severely abnormal. That's like a D. Oh, come on. We're D. D is not good. D may be close to on the way. We got some things that we definitely need to work on. We way too far from that A. Now we got to definitely put some work in there to get us back. And then and we don't want the next grade because that next grade is an F. So let's look at this. On this picture, you say, are you living your best life? This young lady is showing the picture of health. She's got an A right there. She's showing the picture of health. It's like she's meditating out there in the sun, living good. That second one, they're like a B and C, mildly or moderately unhealthy. Okay, that's when things are starting to change. We need to really start to focus on getting things back together. And then that third picture, severely unhealthy. We don't want to have that look. We want to stop before the crisis happens. So the most dangerous disease that you probably never heard of, some of it we've heard of stages of liver disease. Now, a healthy liver, our liver is plays a huge part of our body. Everything flows through the liver. It filters through the liver. And if your liver is stopped up and all, it can't do that. That first picture is a picture of a healthy liver. It's just smooth. It's a picture of a nice, healthy liver. No problem. Second picture. Fat. The healthy liver is gotten a little fatter. It's growing, getting a little fatter because now we got fat deposits that have gotten on it. Okay, so that's a fatty liver. And a lot of times we get fatty liver. It causes it to enlarge because of, and it looks like sometimes it's like fatty liver, a lot of time it looks like we've been walking around drinking. And as you get even further, like drinking, and I'm not talking about water, we're talking about, it looks like you've been drinking like bottles of pints of vodka or something. But a lot of times people get fatty liver because I had one when I first went, I still don't because last I did it was in yellow. We're gonna get it back to that blue, to the blue next. Started in red. And fatty liver because of the foods and what we put in our body. Or for me, it was the all this crazy fake stuff I was putting in my body, thinking I'm doing something that's gonna no, I did just the opposite. Chemicals as I was doing, messing up my body, messing up my liver. Third is liver fibrosis. Scar tissue is now forms. Not only are you just getting the fat, but you're getting the scar tissue. What I just said, everything filters through the liver. And if we're getting scar tissue is forming, our liver's it's injured, guys. Our liver is injured. And then the third is cirrhosis. Scar tissue makes the liver hard. Have some hard, try to get something through something hard to filter through. It's probably not going to happen. And there's 3 stages. You can get a liver transplant. You can liver transplant, clear the liver, or you die. There's not a whole lot of issues there, And I had a brother to die of cirrhosis of the liver. Yes, I did. So we don't want that to happen. And And a lot of times, again, fatty liver, because of what we put in our body, because of what we're putting in our body. Yes. Can you either, like the young lady said, it's cheaper for me to go to the dollar menu than to go to the store. Well, that's cheap. It's fast, but it's very toxic. You have a wind in the road. You decide you want the cheap way or you want where you're going to spend a little bit more expensive, time consuming, but it's healing. So we're going to pay, but you're going to either pay now or you're going to pay later. And that's for sure. Everything is the cost of living is everything is going up, food inflation, but gas and all that. But it's what do we want to spend our money on? I don't know. Have you ever heard of Blue Zones? Well, guess what? Blue Zone is an amazing place to be, to have it if you have it in your area, which most of us don't, right? There are 6 Blue Zones in the world, but we are trying to create a 7th Blue Zone. And I would tell you, Blue Zones, these are areas in the world where people eat a lot less animal meat, and they live longer than average life. I was looking up people that live in these Blue Zones, and like I said, we have 6, and one of them is in the USA. And we have one in Italy, Costa Rica, Japan, Greece, and Singapore. And when I saw these people living, these people are in their 80s and 90s and something, they're still walking up here, they're still riding bike, they're still jumping in swimming pools, picking food out of their garden. They're living healthier, a much healthier life. Okay? And we're looking to create that 7th Blue Zone. But guess what? You can create that 7th Blue Zone right in your own home. What do you have in your refrigerator? What do you have in your cupboards? What do you have? Because a lot of that stuff is that cheap, toxic way. But we can start right there, start in your home, can catch on to a neighbor, can catch on to a neighborhood, a community, and we can just branch out like that. But we can start a 7th Blue Zone right there in your home. Did you know Albert Einstein, he said the future of medicine is energy medicine? Pure health. If unless something's wrong with you, you're going to be born with 100% energy. He used to tell me that I was not normal. They used to say I was not normal because I had way too much energy. I thought what I had was normal, but as I continue in the field, because I taught a lot, I was a fitness trainer, still do it now. But I said, you're just too energy. How do you, let me sell that. I thought what I had was normal, but as I continue to do what I do, I saw that everybody didn't have that. And then I was like, oh, now I see what they're talking about. But do you know that poor health, as I look at my stepmom that I take care of, I could tell her energy is going down. My bonus mom, I could tell her energy is going down. I said, we got to get up. We got to start moving. We got to get your energy back up. Because, they cannot diagnose how much energy you have lost in the medical world until you have lost 70%, which you only now have 30%. 4% of energy, there's no returning you, bringing you back. And 0% of energy, you are out of here. Well, how would you like to elevate your energy? We can avoid 90% of chronic diseases by understanding our inner knowledge, inner power to heal, known as life force energy. When our body is injured, this energy is the main driving force behind our survival or our demise. Would you like to elevate your level of wellness? Well, flatten your belly, but not your bank account. Check this out.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The Flat Belly Lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, We tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type and to promote a healthy gut. Eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the
Sorry, I hit that a little fast. Anyway, I'll tell you a little bit about it. We invite you to join our flat belly lifestyle. Our flat belly, let me cut this phone off. I thought I did. Our flat belly lifestyle, and that goes with it's 4 parts to this. Okay, we have this is going to help lose the waist, WASTE, and guess what follows that? The weight, WEIGHT. So we have our flat belly cleanse, and that removes those parasites and mucus out of your body. And you know what? We have people that actually see them little bugs rolling around once they eliminate some of their waste. They've seen that. That sounds so disgusting. But put a piece of meat on your counter or lay it outside or something and leave it out there and see if you start seeing little magnets and stuff coming out. Well, it's there. The meat is all nice and warm in your gut. You don't think it happens? It does. We have our liquid colonic, that's our tea, and it detoxifies the body and the organs. And we have the step 3. There's 2 parts. That's our protein, and we can make our smoothie with it's plant proteins. And we also have our superfoods, which help to nourish the body. Okay, they have your fruits and veggies all in a powder form as well. And these are some of the ingredients in there. Our proprietary blend of the superfoods and plant proteins. It has ashwagandha, chlorella, probiotics, beetroot, rose hips, aronia berry, bladderwrack, prebiotics, moringa, wheatgrass, apple cider, and hemp protein. And then we have our number 4. Our 4, that is we discovered the most powerful superfruit on this planet. Yes. It's number 4. This is our aronia berry juice. Let me tell you, it's some powerful because it has an ORAC score. That is one of the high. It's like our antioxidant. It's one of the higher scores we use to help eliminate problematic items or things within your body. And so, if the score is higher than any berry that you could probably ever think of, and what this juice does, it help accelerates weight loss. Tastes delicious, and you only need like a shot glass full, like 1.5 ounces. And the ORAC score, like I said, it's 41,000 and reduces inflammation. Farmer Tony, he helped create this, and he had a lot of issues going on. You could probably see in his eye, he had issues with his eye. He was going blind. His fingers were all kind of just turning in, and he had severe back issues. Well, the team made an intentional discovery over 575 miles northwest a few months ago from the headquarters of Chicago and the grassy plains of the Midwest. After experiencing a debilitating health issue, our partner, Farmer Tony, searched for anything to relieve and restore his health to optimal levels. His fingers were curled up, back pain was excruciating, and he was losing his eyesight. His doctors warned him that he would go blind by the age of 50. Well, guess what? Tony did not go blind. His fingers started to uncurl, and his back got significantly better using the aronia berry. Now we have the standard aronia berry, which was already great. We like when you eat those elderberries, look at that. It's next to, it's close to the standard aronia berry. It's close. Aronia berry has about 16,000 ORAC score. Elderberry has about 14 or so. Blueberries. Everything is lower and lower. Sideberry. That was our big thing when I was a few years ago. And noni. Many of us used to drink that noni. Well, that standard aronia berry, it was great all by itself. Well, guess what? If you look at the aronia berry, the Akana aronia berry, 41,000. Nothing even gets close. Nothing even gets close to that berry. Nothing. So when I tell you get your body's getting full of antioxidants, you take that twice a day, and you will start to feel some significant difference in your health. You don't want to wait for the crisis. That's why we want to continue to share this information. That's why we want to do the blood type testing, so you can know how to eat, the bioscan, knowing how you are functioning every organ in your body, and to do this flat belly cleanse. That's what we want. That's why we are sharing this information with you. Now we have a disclaimer, which we will read this to you, so you will know what those are. I won't read it today for the sake of time, but we have it, and we will go over that with you. And we have what we call a 7-day refresh, and we have a 21-day reset. The refresh includes your meal plan, grocery list, proven products, jumpstart your healthy journey, lose unwanted pounds, and refresh the mind, body, and soul. And just amazing 7 days. People have gotten a lot of results just on 7 days. And then we have the 21-day reset. Again, includes your meal plan, grocery list, proven products. It's help repair, renew, and reset your mind, your body, and your soul. It reduces flat belly, reduces belly fat and inflammation, and drops that waist in 21 days. Okay, so either one is great, depending on you get in where you choose to. But I think that 21-day that's amazing. The 21, I think everybody should start there, because you tend to break old habits when you're doing the 21-day. Like I said, we have this 4, which I just went over that. The 4 different areas of this, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so those are the best ways to detoxify your body. And so I want you to listen to this, because like I said, gut health. If you have a healthy gut, we've been saying this for many years. A healthy gut is a healthy body. The gut and brain is like it's your second brain. You know, we all want good brain health, but you better want good gut health too, because listen to this, what they're saying on this short video.
If you don't clean the colon, there is absolutely nothing that you can do to get well. I don't care how elaborate that it is, the practice is. I don't care how much money it costs. If you don't clean the colon, you cannot get well. Did you know obesity is storing your own waste? When that waste gets loose into the bloodstream circulates the body 9 times a minute. And it drops that waste in every cell in the body. This is the reason for eyeglasses. This is the reason for headaches. This is the reason for hearing loss. This is the reason for your hair falling out, is because the colon waste is in the bloodstream.
I hate hearing that. The colon waste is running around my bloodstream. It's running around in your bloodstream, many of us. We got to clear it out. Now, these next 2 pictures, they're graphic. So if you're having your dinner, or if you just eating dinner, you're squeamish, and you're like, oh, I don't want to see no nastiness, but then don't close your eyes or walk away for a little bit. Because these next 2 pictures are going to talk about that colon. Someone had a part of their colon cut off. I don't know why. And you're going to see a colon that's full, okay? And why is it so full? Shouldn't it be just going through our body? But colon, I don't know what the limit, they say can stretch, has a certain amount down a football field, because it's just curled in our bodies, right? And they had to take out a certain section of this colon, and it's full. Check this out. Like I said, turn your head if you can't see. If you don't see that, it's full. It's disgusting looking. We all have a colon. They said we carry about 4 meals in our gut every day, and it don't move quickly, especially if you're eating that meat. It don't move quickly, because they have to break it down. And every animal have a certain temperature. Our temperature run between 97, 98. If they're higher, we got to break it down enough to get to that temperature to break it down. I'm telling you, that's that. It's full. This next picture going to be that colon where they open it. Even more graphic, even more disgusting. I'm putting my hand up because I hate to look at it too. But it's disgusting. But do you know that bile that's in there? They said some of that has been in there for over a decade. Did you hear me say over a decade? That's not 10 days. That's over 10 years. Over. When people say, well, I'm doing this now. It's not about what you're doing now. It's what you have done over a lifetime. It's not about now. Great, you're doing it now, but it's not about now. It's what you're doing over a lifetime. We got to clean that gut. Check it out.
It was me and my wife. We did the 21 days.
Check out the gut, guys.
Dramatic.
Not actors,
change.
real people.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not gonna lie, I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points. Blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I had been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin. And I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol lowered by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points.
My results were 13 pounds over the period of 7 days. Yes, 13 pounds over the period of 7 days. I first saw it in my skin. My skin was like super clear, glowing. People were like, you look different. You sound different.
It just cleared my mind, my body, and my soul. I got rid of 12.8 pounds of waist. My stomach is flat, and it assisted. It helped with my blood pressure.
After taking the 21-day cleanse, I am down 26 pounds. My energy is high. My mobility is high. My quality of life is high.
Look at the pills, before and after. Like he said, he believed that program saved his life. Time for change. These people that you're seeing right now, these are not actors, guys. These are real people. We know. I know some of them myself. Look at the gut. Look at the gut. Real people. In 21 days. Real people. 21 days. I don't care how old you are. Real people. You still got a gut. Real people, 21 days. And you heard the young man, Mr. Christopher, a young phenom, he said he lost 13 pounds in his 7 day. He said people notice it in his skin. When you're cleaning the government, you're going to see it's going to come out. And you're going to just start seeing, like you say, a lot of times you will glow. I talked to that young man recently. He said he's lost over 32 pounds in 21 days. These are our products. These are amazing products, you guys. Like I said, pay now, pay later, but let's start getting that gut clean. We have the 21 day was the $350. That's all 4 products. And then we have the 7 day for $139, all 4 products. 7 day refresh, and you can download the WWW Flatbook ebook. Flat Belly E, make sure you put the E in there. So ebook.com, that'll give you that information. So we'll give you all the coaching tools and everything. Remember, you'll be doing this for yourself, but you're not by yourself. We also have, because we want to make sure you're good, we have amazing that Dr. Ross started this community, a community group of people where we come together. Like I said, we'll give you your grocery guide and all that. Like I said, your coaching, but we have a community of people that come together on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 Central Time, where you come together where you can learn to, we can hear, like, if you're having, what kind of, maybe if you ran into a roadblock, or you like how you make this, or how you do this, or what recipe, or how much you thought. We just come together and we just support one another. So you're doing this for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And then once you're done with the 21 day or the 7 day, we have we don't want you to just stop. Your body's going to continue to detox. We have a lifestyle going. Your lifestyle going to go on for the next a few more weeks. And we have our different options. We have our flexible option, where you can say, you know what, that was great. I'm ready to eat some more meat. Well, we're going to tell you the best meat you can eat for your blood type, okay? And so you can go back to having your meat, certain meat, okay? We're going to tell you which way to eat it, and you'll still be able to eat your fruits and vegetables cooked and things like that. Your option 2, you're going to say, you know what, I'm good with the meat. I don't need the meat, but I still would like to cook my veggies. I still would like to cook those. So you are on a meatless diet, but you're able to cook your foods. We'll tell you which foods that you can cook, which foods that you can have depending on your blood type, okay? And then we have option 3, and that's our age reversal. And that's where you say, I don't want to go back to the cooked meat, and I don't want to go back to the vegetables, the cooked vegetable. I want to still stay raw. And then we'll be able to share some of the foods you can have depending on the cooked at a low temperature, where it can still be considered vegan meals as well. So we have, things for you, so you don't feel like you're alone, because you're not alone. You are not alone. We are here to help support you in every way that we can. And we're just so happy. And I hope you decide to join. I hope you decide to say, you know what, I'm ready to take my health back in my hand. Because without our health, you don't care how much money you got in the bank. Ask Michael Jackson, ask Farrah Fawcett, ask so many people who've left here, maybe with a huge bank account, but they did not have their health. So without our health, we have nothing. So I want to thank you for coming in. And like I said, if you are a guest, you're going to get back with the person that invited you. I'm sure they're going to reach out to you, and you hug them and you thank them. You thank them because they invited you. They cared enough to invite you to this because they want to help you get better. We don't want a crisis. We got too many of them. So thank you for joining us. And I just look forward to doing this because we're here to change lives. So thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. Same place, same time. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rochelle. Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
Terrific job. Terrific job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, darling.
Great presentation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I got to talk to you too. I got to call you.
Call me.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye now.